Ever wonder why some days you just feel off? A little sluggish, maybe a nagging headache you can't quite shake, or even finding your joints feeling a bit stiffer than usual. It's easy to dismiss these things as just getting older, isn't it? We accept them, thinking it's an inevitable part of life. But what if I told you that some of these common complaints, these painful little realities we live with, might not be just about the years adding up, but about something much simpler? Something you do every single day without even thinking about it. Something as basic as how you drink water. It sounds almost too simple to be true, but the truth is, many of us, especially as we get a little wiser in years, make common mistakes with our water intake that can quietly undermine our health and well-being. These aren't huge, complex errors. They're subtle habits we fall into that can lead to real problems. From low energy and digestive issues to even affecting our memory and balance. There's a kind of secret to unlocking better health just by getting your hydration right. In this video, we're going to uncover the 4 most common water drinking mistakes that could be harming your body right now. And more importantly, how easy they are to fix. Stick around to the very end, because I've got something that might genuinely surprise you about staying properly hydrated. Now, let's dive into the first mistake. And honestly, it's the one I see most often: simply not drinking enough water throughout the day. You might think, oh, I drink plenty, but often, when we actually track it, it falls far short of what our bodies truly need, especially as we age. Think about it. Your body is like a complex machine, and water is its essential fuel and lubricant. Every single process, from circulating blood and transporting nutrients to regulating body temperature and flushing out waste, relies on water. When you don't give it enough, things start to slow down, get clunky, and just don't work as efficiently. This is particularly true for us because as we get older, our sense of thirst can actually diminish. We just don't feel as thirsty as we used to, even when our bodies are crying out for hydration. On top of that, the total amount of water in our bodies naturally decreases with age, meaning we have less in reserve. Certain medications, which many of us take regularly, can also have a diuretic effect, meaning they make us lose more fluid than usual. All these factors combine to make dehydration a very real and often overlooked problem for seniors. What does this lack of water look and feel like? Well, it can manifest in ways you might not immediately link to dehydration. Feeling tired and lacking energy, even when you've had a good night's sleep. That could be it. Experiencing constipation or other digestive troubles. Water is crucial for moving things through your system. Dry skin that feels itchy or less elastic. Hydration starts from within. Headaches. Dehydration is a frequent trigger. Even feeling dizzy or lightheaded when standing up too quickly can be a sign that your body's fluid balance is off. These symptoms are uncomfortable, and they can really impact our quality of life, making us feel older and less capable than we are. The solution sounds simple: just drink more water. But it's about more than just gulping down a glass when you remember. It's about building a consistent habit. How much is enough? The old 8 glasses a day is a decent starting point, but it's not a strict rule. Your individual needs depend on factors like your activity level, the climate you live in, and your overall health. A better approach is to spread your water intake throughout the day. Don't wait until you feel thirsty, because by then, you're already on the way to being dehydrated. Try starting your day with a glass of water before you even have your tea or coffee. Keep a water bottle or a glass handy wherever you spend most of your time. By your favorite chair, on your bedside table, on your kitchen counter. Make it visible. A constant reminder. You could even set gentle reminders on your phone or watch, maybe every hour or two. Just a little nudge to take a sip. Find creative ways to increase your intake too. Eating foods with high water content like fruits and vegetables, think cucumbers, celery, watermelon, strawberries, contributes to your overall hydration. Herbal teas count as well, and they can be a lovely way to warm up and hydrate simultaneously. If you find plain water boring, try adding a slice of lemon, lime, or cucumber. or a few berries for a hint of flavor without added sugar. It's about making hydration appealing and easy. One common hurdle is the fear of having to go to the bathroom more often, especially during the night. This is a valid concern, but often, consistent, moderate hydration throughout the day can actually help regulate your system better than sporadic, large amounts. Try to taper off your fluid intake in the couple of hours before bedtime, but don't cut yourself off completely during the day. It's a balance. Another thing I hear is, but I drink coffee and tea all day. While these beverages contain water, caffeine can have a mild diuretic effect, meaning they can make you lose fluids. So, while they contribute to your fluid intake, they shouldn't be the only source, and it's wise to balance them with plain water. Sugary drinks, juices, and sodas are even worse culprits because the sugar can actually hinder proper hydration and comes with a host of other health negatives. The key here is conscious effort. It takes a little planning and attention at first, just like building any new habit. But once you start consistently providing your body with the water it needs, you'll likely begin to notice the difference. Maybe a little more pep in your step, smoother digestion, or fewer headaches. It's a simple change that can have profound effects. Getting enough water is the fundamental building block, the foundation. But just drinking water isn't the whole story. How and when you drink it matters too, which brings us to the second common mistake. Moving on from simply not drinking enough. The second major mistake many seniors make is related to the timing of their water intake, particularly drinking large amounts of water around mealtimes. You might think having a big glass of water with your breakfast, lunch, or dinner is helping you stay hydrated. And technically, you are adding fluid. However, drinking a significant quantity of liquid right before or during a meal can actually interfere with your body's ability to properly digest food. When you eat, your stomach releases digestive enzymes and stomach acid that break down what you've consumed. These digestive juices need to be concentrated to work effectively. If you flood your stomach with a lot of water just as you're about to eat or while you're eating, you can dilute these crucial digestive enzymes and acids. Think of it like trying to wash dishes with very diluted soap. It's just not as effective at breaking down the grease and food particles. This can lead to incomplete digestion, meaning your body struggles to efficiently extract the nutrients from your food. Poor nutrient absorption can contribute to various issues, including feeling low on energy, not getting enough vitamins and minerals, even if you're eating healthy foods, and experiencing digestive discomfort like bloating, gas, or indigestion after meals. Over time, consistently poor digestion can impact your overall health and vitality, beyond diluting digestive enzymes. Drinking too much liquid with meals can also slow down the rate at which food leaves your stomach and enters the small intestine, where most nutrient absorption happens. This can lead to that heavy, uncomfortable feeling of fullness or bloating after eating, for individuals who might already have a slower digestive system. This can exacerbate the problem. The focus during mealtimes should be on chewing your food thoroughly and allowing your body's natural digestive processes to work optimally. So, what's the better approach? The ideal is to stay well hydrated between meals. Sip water consistently throughout the day, aiming to meet your hydration needs before you sit down to eat. If you feel thirsty right before a meal, a few sips are fine, just enough to quench the immediate thirst. But avoid downing a large glass. During the meal itself, if you feel the need for something to drink, take small sips of water to help wash food down if necessary. But don't use water to force large mouthfuls of food down without proper chewing. Pay attention to your body's signals. If you feel uncomfortably full or bloated during or after a meal, consider whether you've been drinking too much liquid with it. A good practice is to finish drinking any significant amount of liquid at least 20-30 minutes before you plan to eat. This gives the liquid time to pass through your stomach before the solid food arrives, allowing the digestive environment to be more concentrated and effective. Similarly, wait at least 30-60 minutes after finishing your meal before drinking a large volume of water. This allows your stomach and small intestine time to work on breaking down and absorbing the food you've eaten without being interrupted by a sudden influx of liquid. This timing adjustment might feel strange at first, especially if you're used to always having a drink handy with your plate. But consciously separating your primary hydration times from your meal times can make a significant difference in how well you digest your food and how comfortable you feel after eating. It's a simple tweak to your routine that supports your body's natural functions. This isn't about restricting your total water intake. It's about optimizing the timing to benefit your digestion. You still need to get enough water throughout the day, as we discussed earlier. But think of meal times as digestion time, and the hours in between as prime hydration time. By avoiding flooding your system during meals and focusing on consistent sips throughout the rest of the day, you help your body break down food more efficiently, absorb nutrients better, and potentially reduce uncomfortable digestive symptoms. So, that's the second common mistake, drinking too much water at mealtimes. Now that we've covered not drinking enough and drinking at the wrong times, let's move on to something else that's often overlooked: the quality or kind of water you're drinking. This brings us seamlessly to the third common mistake, and it's one that's becoming increasingly relevant: not paying attention to the kinds of water you're drinking. You might assume all water is created equal, but that's not always the case. And some choices we make in the name of hydration can actually be detrimental. First, let's talk about sugary drinks disguised as hydration helpers. I'm talking about fruit juices, sweetened teas, sodas, and even some flavored waters that are loaded with added sugars or artificial sweeteners. While these contain water, the negative impact of the sugar or artificial ingredients often outweighs any hydration benefit. Consuming excessive sugar can lead to inflammation in the body, contribute to weight gain, increase the risk of type 2 diabetes and heart disease, and can even impact your dental health. Artificially sweetened drinks aren't necessarily a healthy alternative either. Research is ongoing, but some studies suggest potential links to metabolic issues and effects on gut bacteria. The point is, these aren't healthy ways to hydrate, and relying on them as your primary fluid source is a significant mistake. They provide empty calories and potentially harmful additives without the pure, clean hydration your body truly needs. Your body has to work harder to process the sugar or artificial ingredients, which is the opposite of what you want when you're trying to support its functions. Then there's the question of tap water quality. While municipal water supplies in many English-speaking countries are generally safe and regulated, there can be regional variations in water hardness, taste, and even the presence of trace contaminants like lead from old pipes, chlorine used for disinfection, or agricultural runoff in some areas. While strict regulations are in place, some people prefer to take extra steps to ensure their drinking water is as clean as possible. High levels of chlorine, for instance, while safe for disinfection, can affect the taste of water, and some people prefer to filter it out. Hard water, with high mineral content, isn't necessarily harmful, but it can be less pleasant to drink for some and can cause issues with plumbing and appliances. If you have concerns about your tap water quality, or if you notice a strong chemical taste or odor, it might be worth looking into. Simple charcoal filters, like those found in water filter pitchers or faucet attachments, can significantly improve the taste and remove chlorine and some other impurities. More advanced filters, like reverse osmosis systems, can remove a wider range of contaminants, but they are more expensive and might remove beneficial minerals as well. Doing a little research into your local water quality report, often available online from your municipality, can help you understand what's in your tap water and decide if filtration is right for you. Bottled water is another option, but it comes with its own considerations, including environmental impact from plastic waste and the fact that the regulations for bottled water aren't always as strict as those for tap water. Plus, the quality of bottled water can vary greatly depending on the brand and source. Some bottled waters are simply filtered tap water, while others come from springs. For many people, a good quality filter on their tap water provides a cost-effective and environmentally friendlier solution than relying solely on bottled water. The key takeaway here is awareness. Don't just drink whatever is easiest without considering its quality and content. Prioritize plain, clean water as your go-to beverage for hydration. If tap water quality is a concern, explore simple and effective filtering options. If you enjoy flavored drinks, try infusing your own water with natural fruits or herbs instead of buying pre-flavored or sugary options. Making conscious choices about the type of water you drink ensures that your effort to hydrate is actually supporting your health, not potentially undermining it with added sugars or unwanted contaminants. It's a shift from just drinking something to drinking the best thing for your body. Now that we've discussed the quantity, timing, and quality of your water, let's address the final, and perhaps most insidious, mistake. We've talked about not getting enough water overall, the timing around meals, and the importance of choosing the right kind of water. That brings us to the fourth common mistake, and it's a subtle one, but incredibly important: waiting until you feel thirsty to drink. Thirst is often a signal that your body is already starting to become dehydrated. Think of it like the fuel light coming on in your car. It tells you you're running low, not that the tank is full. By the time you feel a distinct sensation of thirst, your body's fluid levels have already dropped to a point where certain physiological functions might not be operating at their peak. As we mentioned earlier, the thirst sensation can actually weaken with age. This means that relying on thirst alone as your cue to drink is even riskier for seniors, as you might not feel thirsty until you are significantly dehydrated. This can have consequences that range from mild discomfort to more serious health issues. Being even mildly dehydrated can impact your cognitive function, making you feel a bit foggy, affecting your concentration, and even your short-term memory. It can worsen fatigue, making that afternoon slump feel even heavier. Dehydration can also affect your mood, sometimes leading to irritability or feeling down. For older adults, dehydration is a significant factor in falls. Proper hydration helps maintain blood volume and pressure, which is crucial for preventing dizziness and lightheadedness, especially when standing up. Dehydration also affects muscle function and coordination. So, waiting until you're thirsty isn't just about feeling a dry mouth. It can compromise your physical and mental sharpness and increase your risk of accidents. Furthermore, consistent low-level dehydration can put extra strain on your kidneys, which are responsible for filtering waste products from your blood. Adequate hydration helps your kidneys do their job efficiently, flushing out toxins. When there's not enough water, this process becomes less effective, and waste products can accumulate. It can also increase the risk of developing kidney stones or urinary tract infections. For those managing chronic conditions like diabetes, staying well hydrated is even more critical for managing blood sugar levels and preventing complications. So, the secret here, the key takeaway to avoid this mistake, is proactive hydration. It's about drinking water consistently throughout the day, whether you feel thirsty or not. Make hydration a scheduled part of your routine, just like taking medication or eating meals. Carry a water bottle with you and sip from it regularly. Set those reminders I mentioned earlier. Drink a glass when you wake up, another mid-morning, before lunch, in the afternoon, before dinner, and perhaps a small amount in the early evening, tapering off before bed if nighttime bathroom trips are a concern, but still ensuring overall daily intake is met. Pair drinking water with other activities you do regularly. For example, have a glass before your daily walk, after returning from errands, or while reading your morning paper. This consistent approach keeps your body's fluid levels topped up, preventing you from ever reaching that point of feeling truly thirsty and already being behind on your hydration needs. It's about maintaining a steady state of good hydration, rather than trying to catch up after your body signals a deficit. It might seem like a small thing, but consistently providing your body with the water it needs, before it has to ask for it, is one of the most powerful yet simple things you can do for your health as you age. It supports everything from your brain function and energy levels to your digestion, kidney health, and physical stability. Avoiding these 4 common mistakes: not drinking enough, drinking too much with meals, drinking the wrong kinds of fluids, and waiting until you're thirsty, is not about following rigid rules, but about building conscious habits that truly nourish your body from the inside out. Remember, making these changes doesn't have to be overwhelming. Start small. Focus on one mistake at a time if you need to. Maybe this week, you focus on drinking a glass of water right when you wake up and keeping a water bottle with you throughout the morning. Next week, you can work on separating your drinking from your meals a bit more. Small, consistent efforts add up to big results over time. These aren't just tips. They're keys to unlocking more energy, better comfort, and greater independence as you continue to live your life to the fullest. Hydration is fundamental. It's not a cure-all, but it's a crucial piece of the puzzle for maintaining your health and well-being. We've covered the importance of overall intake, the timing around meals, the quality of the water you choose, and the critical mistake of waiting for thirst. By being mindful of these 4 common errors and making small, consistent changes, you can significantly improve how your body functions and how you feel every single day. Don't underestimate the power of proper hydration. It's a simple habit with profound benefits for your physical and mental vitality. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these mistakes do you think you might be making? What are your best tips for remembering to drink enough water throughout the day? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights could help someone else. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing for more practical tips and advice on living your best life at every age. Taking care of yourself, even with something as simple as drinking water properly, is an act of self-kindness that pays dividends. Keep prioritizing your health. And remember, you are capable of making positive changes at any stage of life. Live your best life at every age.